Hello guys, welcome back to another ZekoGX video. Today is something different. We'll be doing my predictions for the one and only Kamen Rider Outsiders. Season 2, or Part 2, whatever. We knew spoilers at the end of Outsiders, we know because at the ending of Outsiders, we do get a hint of a Part 2. So we're going to do the top predictions and all the characters that could be returning and new characters from the Kamen Rider series. So, why not? Let's get started. First of all, let's start off with the team of the new Outsiders. I think it's gonna consist of at least 14 new characters, and we're gonna start with the first one returning from a previous series. Number 1 for the main character, the one and only God himself, Dan Karoto, or Karuto. He is probably gonna be in a major important role in this part 2 because he was in part 1 as supposedly the main character, but he's probably gonna be recruiting the new Outsiders crew, and I kind of think to go along with him, we'll go to the next character, so just to be a part of him, another XN character to help him. Another character I think is gonna return is Metsumusu Dan, also known as Kamen Rider Cronus. So first of all, let's talk about him. Kamen Rider Cronus, Kamen Rider Chronicle. He is possible to return because he is the son of Dan Karoto, and he also he was the original president of Gem Court and the husband to Sakura Dan and the father of Karoto. 16 years ago during the Y2K crisis. Yeah, I should not say that. But he can return because of his powers and stuff. And possibly, he can return because I can believe he's gonna return because he's gonna return. I just know he's gonna return. And you will see when he returns. And if he does, I'm correct. Sorry if I was mumbling during that. I will use this voice now on for the rest of this video. Next we have Naraki Izumi, if I spell that correct. He is Kamen Rider Mad Rogue. And now I do have a reason why he could return, because he was a part of the government of Seto, and Evolta returned in the last series, so he could return. So yeah, move on to the next one, Ariwa. Next up we have Nox Knight. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I was lucky enough to put this on the list. This guy is a good guy, but the thing is, I kind of think he will return, and he will be Nox Knight Shadow, and possibly we can see like how he gets like his driver. Maybe this can take place after Zets or something, or like we can see like the backstory of how he got his driver and how he became an agent of Code. But yeah, we could see a bunch of stuff, like we could see him engage in combat against a legend enemy, like let's just say Mad Rogue, or we could see him, in fact, we could see him just, I don't know, we could just see him as, let's just say, we could see him as a friendly ally / enemy. Next up on this list we have Kamen Rider Ixa. The reason why I chose this guy is because first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to the suit design, and possibly he can return because of the story, and he could eventually be a part of Project Outsiders. Oh shit, that's the fucking. He could be a part of the Project Outsiders, like team with like the evil or something like that, or he can help. I believe he's gonna be in the show. I think the user that we will see is Drew will possibly play him. If not, the last resort is Grease, also known as Orjuro or something. I forgot this guy's name. But the final form he will probably be using, or he'll be using something like this form. possibly in the ending to defeat possibly Noct or something. Next up we have is Kamen Rider Chalice, and now he does play a big important role, or possibly can. He can either be helping the main cast of Rewa slash Heisei with Dan Karota, just like Garen, and I believe the main protagonist possibly can return, or I don't know, or the main actor who plays Chalice. I also can believe that he will in fact be returned, because we already got Garen in the last part, so we're gonna get possibly Chalice if we got Garen in the previous Outsiders. Next up we have Kamen Rider Nago. Basically, I think she can return, and she will return possibly, because I have no idea, but I think she can return, and she will return. And how I know how is because maybe we could see her way different. We could see Tom Constantine, whatever his name was, but we could see her get a new form from the Grand Desire Pricks, because also the Grand Desire Pricks might have a big role in this. Anyways, we should go to the next one. Kamen Rider Eternal. He is a very likely villain to return in Outsiders Part 2. Now, I know it because they brought this guy back in Zio, so they should bring this guy back in Outsiders Part 2. He would make a good villain, especially the human character. Seeing him show up would be nice and awesome. Next up, we have Kamen Rider Evil, and we know that George Kasaragi, or whatever you call George, he did return in Part 1, so he will possibly return in Part 2. But I know Evil will return, that's for sure. Possibly. We do know, I probably hope that the main character who plays, or the main actor returns of Evil, but he might be busy. But I hope we see him in his final form too. He could possibly be working with, behind the scenes with, George, to help figure out what's going on with Dan Carotto. Kamen Rider Baron. Now, I think he can return, but I think Baron is only gonna return as, like, the voice lines is gonna be archived lines because of the current allegations with the Baron actor. But Baron has a possible chance to return. And finally, we have the legendary Kaiser. And the reason why I choose this guy is because Delta appeared in Part 1 of Outsiders, or Season 1, whatever you want to call it. So he deserves to be in Part 2. That's Kaiser. Possibly he can and will be a part of the villain side to join the good side. So now that we're done with that, we shall now do some predictions. And the first prediction is, how many episodes is it gonna have? My prediction, it's probably gonna have 1 to about, I don't know, maybe like 6. If not, maybe let's just give it a solid 8 episodes. Each one being around 1 to, not 13 minutes, but 20 to 25 minutes. Returning characters it could possibly return: Brain, Horobi, what else? Zin, and Zero Gnosis, and Foundation X. Now, this is possibly a direct sequel, as the Zin AI, Foundation X decides to find a way to revive Zin, and after they revive Sin, they use it for Bad and Rogue, and as they are basically, and what I mean by they, Foundation X, are using it to kill people and rampage on the city. I think we could possibly have Eurotaurus or Romataurus appear. Boom. You could just straight up appear and then help. And that'd be like our first fully because Outsider is mostly like a secondary slash I don't know, not so main character. So meaning Den-O could possibly be a main character to return, but I don't know. And then also Garen. But yeah, that's my predictions for Outsiders. And anyways, like and subscribe, and hope you enjoy the video.